Exploring the mysterious Zimbabwe UFO incident. The Zimbabwe UFO incident. For decades, people have been captivated by the mystery of unidentified flying objects, UFOs, sparking debates among believers and skeptics alike. Throughout the world, there have been many accounts of UFO sightings. However, some of these have been particularly strange and convincing. On September 16, 1994, a group of schoolchildren in Zimbabwe reported witnessing a mysterious craft and its occupants during their break time. The Zimbabwe UFO incident, often referred to as one of the most well-documented cases of mass UFO sightings in history, occurred in 1994 when hundreds of people observed an unidentified object in the sky over Zimbabwe for several days. In this article, we will take an in-depth look at the remarkable event that occurred and explore the potential reasons behind it. The Zimbabwe UFO incident. On that fateful morning, over 60 students from Ariel School in Ruwa, Zimbabwe, were astonished when they witnessed something extraordinary while playing during their morning break. A silvery, disc-shaped craft reportedly descended and landed in a field close to the school without making any sound. The children, aged between 5 and 12, claimed to have witnessed two entities coming out of the spacecraft. These creatures were said to be of a small stature, with an oversized head and huge, dark eyes. They were reportedly wearing tight-fitting silver suits and had long black hair. The children reported that they had been contacted telepathically by otherworldly beings, who were conveying messages of peace and cautioning about the damaging effects of human activity on the environment. The students, filled with fear, returned to their teachers to report the incident they had just seen. At first, the teachers disregarded the students' assertions, believing them to be the result of an overactive imagination or a prank. As the children began to share the same details of their encounter, the teachers started to take their accounts more seriously. Investigation and documentation. The news of the incident quickly spread, drawing the attention of international UFO researchers and investigators. Cynthia Hind, an experienced UFO researcher from South Africa, visited the school to talk to the witnesses about the sightings. She had a long history of investigating the phenomenon. She took the time to carefully document the children's accounts, interviewing each of them separately and taking note of their drawings of the craft and the entities. Hind's investigation demonstrated that the children's accounts were highly consistent. Despite some minor differences in their accounts, the essential facts remained the same. The witnesses were genuinely scared and felt that the events they had encountered were authentic. Many of the children were greatly impacted by the incident, having nightmares and difficulty focusing in school afterwards. Possible explanations. Before accepting such extraordinary claims, it is essential to examine all possible explanations before drawing any conclusions. Skeptics contend that the Zimbabwe UFO incident was nothing more than an outbreak of mass hysteria or a collective hallucination. It is possible that the children's reports of UFO sightings could have been influenced by movies, books, or other accounts of such occurrences. The testimonies of the witnesses were consistent and sincere, which is highly noteworthy. The signs of distress and trauma observed in the group could not be attributed to either mass hysteria or a shared hallucination, indicating that something else was taking place. The children's stories did not resemble any already existing fictional tales or frequently depicted extraterrestrial creatures. Some skeptics have suggested that the incident was an elaborate hoax, possibly planned by the children or someone else involved. No evidence has been found to refute the claim that certain types of music can have a positive effect on mental health. The children stuck to their stories throughout the years, even as adults, without any major discrepancies. Many of those who experienced the September 11th attacks as children were left with deep-seated emotions and memories that have stayed with them over the years. The tragic event had a lasting impact on their lives, leading many to question their reality. Conclusion: the Zimbabwe UFO incident continues to be an intriguing and remarkable phenomenon in the field of ufology. The numerous eyewitness accounts that are consistent and authentic lend credibility to the testimonies of the witnesses. Witnesses of the event are unable to ignore the emotional and psychological impacts it has had on them, despite skeptics attempting to explain it with more mundane explanations. The Zimbabwe UFO incident serves as a reminder of the unknown, leaving us to question if the encounter was with extraterrestrial beings or something else entirely. The testimonies of the school children and the ensuing investigations highlight the importance of keeping an open mind and actively seeking to uncover the mysteries of the universe, even when faced with unexplained phenomena.